Welcome back, everyone, to It's After Hours, only on It Is the After Hours YouTube channel. Now, join me on the line. This young lady here, well, she is a beautiful, mature woman who is also a business venturist and also a visionary in her own way. She does everything on her own. It's a small business that has turned into an empire. I give you the webmaster slash clipmaster slash model slash businesswoman. I give you Seka Black. Seka, let's start off here with just everything that's been going on the last year or so. With everything, even with COVID, you've still maintained to be able to shoot content, do a lot of things here. How have it been? How has that been possible? I mean, what have you done to basically sort of prosper, even when this economy and a lot of the travel restrictions shut things down for a bit?
Honestly, it has actually forced me to extend more options, really, as far as getting on other websites. At first, I was mainly doing a lot of shoots and contacting, of course, other production companies, and just mainly doing the shoots. I didn't really go on many stream mates or camming until the virus hit. Of course, that forced me to get out there and venture out into other options, which has been very interesting because I'm in past, being older, I have not really educated myself in the technology that's out here today. So it's been fun and a challenge at the same time. Um, I love it. I love shooting. I love interacting with people. For so many years, I was sat behind a desk. So when this hit, it was very interesting. I love what I do as far as shooting. Then I love now meeting my cam people on the website. I don't get to see them that often, but it's fun just to talk to them there. Before, when I was shooting, I didn't really interact with the fans that much. And now I'm getting to see how they enjoy what I do. And I get, of course, requests and custom videos. So now I'm finding out what they really like, where before I was doing shoots and the producers were just telling me what they wanted. And now I get the feel of what my fans want out there.
Let's talk about as I said, the challenges of having to learn to the new technology. Because, as you said, you do a lot of many vids, you do a lot of OnlyFans, you do the cams. That means you now have to get used to editing the product. You have to get used to, you know, getting,
Yes.
transferring files, digitalizing files, attaching, gifs, vids, pics. How tough was that for you when all of a sudden it's, this isn't easy. It's not like, just push a button and go, oh, it's all set. How long did it take you to be able to just be comfortable doing this? And how long does it take just putting one clip together?
Well, it's how long for one clip? Mm,
Yes.
I'd say maybe about an hour and a half, 2 hours. When I get up in the morning, I'm already thinking about what I want to post for the day, what I'm doing. A lot of people, even on Instagram, they want to see you every day and find out how is your life. Um, since the virus has hit, it's like I can't go to conventions anymore. They're all virtual, and virtual is not getting it.
Yeah.
I hope that changes real quick back to having conventions. But when I put a video together, I'll get a lot of response right away on OnlyFans and ManyVids. A lot of people are missing the interaction, I think, at conventions. So, and when they see me live, then of course, a lot of people are new and then they will go and become a member of ManyVids, or, they want to have more of a personal feeling. Um, which is what I want too, in so many different ways. Um, but yeah, it's very stressful sometimes because I'll be up in the morning and I'll 6:30 and I'll be going through my phone and seeing that people are wanting to contact me or they've been in the middle of a conversation with me on my different platforms. And I'm right there having my coffee in the morning and following through right away.
How much did you miss this year just doing the shoots for other companies? Because it's sort of for you, I'm guessing, like a vacation where you shoot for score, you go there, they pamper you. You get, if there's catering, they do your makeup. You are on, on set in Miami or whatever location they are. Everything is taken care of. How much do you miss like that's all the small stuff like that where you don't have to do anything. You just show up, they take care of you. It's almost like a mini vacation. One year I went a day at the spa with some, let's say, some rubbing and tugging, some Yuletide spirit.
Yes, I know. I do miss that. Not just because you get paid for it, but getting out, being around other people. Um, and the makeup, of course, is great. I do my own hair, but it's something where, yes, you interacting, and then you actually get more connections and opportunities when you're right on the set. It's difficult when you're trying to link up when it's right on the phone or on the computer. Um, yes, I do miss that a lot.
You got into this industry via swinging. Take me to
Yes.
the first time where all of a sudden now you're getting videotaped because it's one thing to do swinging because it's fun, it's relaxing, it's you, your husband, a bunch of people, everybody knows each other, and it's just basically fun. It's a whole different thing when you're getting videotaped because now it's business. Now there's time consuming. Now there's deadlines. Now you realize, oh my god, everybody else is gonna be watching. My neighbor's gonna be watching. Oh my god, the guy at the bank might be watching. Did you ever get nervous when all of a sudden it's like, okay, time to shoot for a video? It's like, oh, it's the big league now. Okay, I'm a banker now. The guy who does does my tax will now know exactly what I am wearing and what I'm not wearing.
Well, now that's an interesting story because when I started swinging, I get into a zone where I'm just having fun, enjoying the people around me and playing. When you're going to a shoot and preparing for it, it's a little different. But once I am dressed, I just have this different feeling that comes over me that is so wild that I just love playing with black men, especially. I've gotten a lot of requests, of course, from producers that want me to shoot with white, but I am known for the Queen of Spades, so it's strictly black men. When I get on the set and I'm being around the guys, it's just a complete turn on where I don't even know the cameras are there. It's, you know, they might stop us for a few minutes, say, oh, get in this position or whatever. But it's like, okay, but I'm moving. I'm getting there and I want to play. Especially when gangbangs start. Oh my gosh, I get hornier the more guys I'm playing with. It's just another world. So as far as having the camera there and bothering me or having some kind of effect, no, it's still swinging as far as I'm concerned. Once I start, it's wild.
How tough has it been doing all that, especially now with the health restrictions? 6 feet apart, social distancing.
Oh,
Hey, everybody's gonna be temperaturized. I'm guessing even now for you as a small businesswoman, it's like, okay, well, what can I avoid not using? Because you can't have, I'm guessing, a large shoot where there's two camera people, lighting crew, the guys, yourself, maybe somebody else. It's now okay. Well, I only need one cameraman. I only need one lighting person. I only need X amount of people. I mean, how tough has it been just literally having to streamline, even for your own company, just shoot so that you can meet, the health requirements?
well, it has been difficult in that area of testing, for example. Yes, we have cut down on the staff as far as how many cameras, because the guys still have to be tested for the COVID, even though they're not inside the, doing the porn. So, and it can't be any 2 days old. That's it. Then they have to get retested. Um, so we minimize the staff that we have, but then the guys that fly in, also, they've got to be tested right before they fly or when they get here. Now, that isn't a problem because we would have results back within 12 hours. Now it's another day. So when they fly in and they can't get tested where they're at, they usually have to stay somewhere overnight and we wait for the test. So we can't really even plan the right time we want. It's whenever the test comes in. It's very, very difficult.
If you're just joining in, once again, we got Seka Black on the show here. We're talking all things, of course, the mini vids. We're talking her challenges as a businesswoman. We're talking about swinging. I definitely want to delve into the relationship because you're happily married. You've been in it for a while. How do you guys separate it? Because to most people, sex is love. It's a passionate thing. You are in the thrones, and yet, as you said, as a swinger, you guys just do it. It's almost like, well, yeah, this is sex, but it's not love. How do you separate it? I mean, how do you separate something which most of us think, okay, this is just deep. You must love somebody if you're going to bed and showing, the full enchilada.
Mhm. Honestly, it's very easy. My husband we both swing. We're swingers. But we don't anymore because they do not get tested like talent does. Um, as far as my husband and I, he loves watching me with black men, and it's a turn on. And when we're making love, it's so different as far as we talk about our adventures, let's say, and what we're doing, and that's a big turn on with each other when we are fucking together. It's hard to explain, but all these adventures that we've had, it's been great. He loves watching me, and it's a turn on for him, and it's a turn on for me to be doing it. So it's like we don't really separate the life, we bring it in to our sexual bed, let's say, and it's a more of a turn on.
How tough is it sometimes getting new talent to do this? Whether it's girls or guys, explain to them everything. Like, all right, it's easy getting them. I'm guessing the Richard Manns, the Alfonso Lays, they get it. They're professionals. They've done this. They know what's going on. They know the drill. But when a younger guy approaches and he wants to do this, how tough is it to explain to him, like, okay, this is what's going to happen. This is what's going on. We need you to be on your game right as you go. This is, the time is money. How tough is it finding, younger talent that get it and can do this and understand it? It's still, while this is sex and fun, it's still a business. This is a job they're doing.
Right. Um, hmm, that's a good question because lately in our area, the producers of some of the companies have been saying that they cannot find newer black talent. And so I advertise that we are looking, and you just have to take that chance. Um, the guys, some of them have never been swingers. I do try and find guys that want to show their face on porn sites that can, and also have experienced the swinging lifestyle, because if they've done that, they're usually fine with the atmosphere of gangbangs and the everybody watching, let's say, while they're having fun. So it's some guys discover they can't do that after they've already, they've gotten into it and shooting. They discover it's not that easy, but then there's some that block those cameras out just like I do, and we have a blast. So you have to take those chances with the newer talent. A lot of them don't understand the testing, and we have to go through those steps also, but they feel better about it when they do get tested. They're happy because they've found out the steps, and then they don't have to wear condoms. So that's another experience that they love. So there's a good and bad. You just have to work with it and see some mold right into the porn industry and some don't.
How tough is it finding the other talent? And I'm not talking about, girls, guys. I'm talking cameramen, lighting people, because it's a challenge. Because you, as you said, it's you, especially now where you're trying to find people can multitask, do two or three things, so that you don't have to bring in two lighting people and a camera guy. You can find a guy who can do both. How much with COVID and everything? How much has it been for you a challenge finding people can do what they do right off the bat? They don't, it doesn't take them two or three times. They can literally just take orders, follow them, and they can do two or three things at once.
I'd say maybe out of the, maybe out of 10 guys, we may find about half, about 5 out of that group that are fine. I'd say the age group would be, let's see, 19 to 25 is more, they're chancier, but 25 to 35, it seems like that's a good age. They've experienced a lot. I don't know. So that's where the balance is. You just take that chance.
A lot's been going on, as you mentioned before. What are some things you miss? It doesn't, and I'm not even talking not talking sex. What are some things you just miss in your daily life since we've gone now a full year of COVID? Like whether it's traveling, having breakfast, meeting people. What are some of the things that you wish you'd go back to normal that you used to take for granted?
Not having to wear a mask after you've gotten the shot to go to a restaurant, or I feel like you should have a card. You show the card and you shouldn't have to wear a mask, and go to any restaurant, sit down, or walk in the mall. And it's just, I miss going to, I don't shop that much. I'm gotten to where I shop on the website, but the restaurants, and I have my favorite place, a club. Well, they've got a club in the Hard Rock Casino. I don't know if I'm allowed to say where. And those kind of places, just so we don't have to wear a mask all the time.
A lot of things going on here. Once again, we have Seka Black on the show. Last few questions. Let's go. What's on the bucket list? Give me some things you want to get done within the next year or so. That doesn't have to be. It can be sex related. It can be just not regular related. It can be business ventures you've been thinking about. Because, as I said, you strike me as somebody who has a lot of irons in the fires, and you're always planning the next big thing. What are some of the things you want to get done? Let's say within the next year, or even accomplish in the next year.
Oh gosh, I think it'd be more traveling and meeting more people easier, more porn, get out in the industry and meet more people. It's been very difficult to get shoots set up when you're staying in one spot. I'm in Florida and it's completely open here. And I love it, but I haven't traveled just because of the restrictions in other areas. So I miss traveling and going out, and that's what I want to do more of, is to shoot more and not have all these stipulations that we have to go through. I don't like the cold, so of course this is the time of the year where definitely I'm thinking of still trying to travel, even though these restrictions are there, but we'll see what happens. But I definitely would like to start shooting a lot more and not just in my area.
Last question, we'll let you go. And it's something that's on the minds of a lot of adult performers. Big tech has taken over. They've kicked people off for being different. They kick people off for being sometimes too raunchy. Now you have OnlyFans doing more mainstream stuff. You have Twitter now doing, oh, well, you can do paid ads. You can do paid, commercials. As somebody who sees the writing on the wall and knows, okay, they might eventually kick me off. How do you get ahead of that? Like, what do you do as a businesswoman to make sure that, okay, this revenue stream might be cut off, so I got to find a different revenue stream so I can keep on, selling my product, pushing my own brand, and not get caught with my pants down, as they say.
Yeah, yeah. I've heard a few things lately on certain places that I am having memberships and my videos. And that is chancy. So I'm trying right now, in fact, to move more content to more porn sites that are not restricted and have, strictly porn. There's some sites that don't, and they're catchy right now where they're going to continue. I've heard they might not. And I want to go to certain other porn sites where I won't have to worry about that. I do have my own main site, sekablack.net. But of course, everybody branches out into other different sites. So that's my goal right now, is to start to look for other sites that have been around for a while and don't have issues about what they're doing, and they might be turned off. That's what I'm going to do.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we are proud to have on the show. I give you, it is the beautiful, the talented, very intellectual, and always the entrepreneurial. I give you Seka Black. Seka, before I let you go, where can fans check you out at? Your Twitter page, Instagram, the many vids, OnlyFans, the website. Where can fans hit you up at?
Okay. Well, on my main site, sekablack.net. Then I have Twitter, which is at XXXSeka, SEKA. Then I have many vids, which is sekablack slash manyvids.com. I also am on AVN. Then I'm at, I've got so many. It's hard to think of them all right now. I'm on Southern Charm, southern-charm.com. Then there's MILF60plus.com. I think that's about it. Then I've also got Sex Panther, which you can talk to me on the phone, or we can do a video there also. And that is sexpanther.com/Seka-Black. And that's a lot of fun. Then I've got Skype, which is live, Seka Black 69. And of course, StreamMates. And that is sekablack/streammates.com. So there's a few other places too, but those are my main spots right now.
Seka Black, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we are proud to have her on the show. We got to wrap this up, and we stay tuned for more great interviews and action only on It Is After Hours, only on It Is the After Hours YouTube channel.